Hello again, and welcome to the third and final part of the Radiator Cabinet Workshop's instructions video set. In this video, we'll show you how to install your radiator cabinet. Let's take a quick look at the tools we'll need for this job. A profile gauge, a hammer drill with a 6mm masonry bit, an electric screwdriver with a Phillips head, a fret saw, and a pencil. Okay, let's get cracking. Now, the first job we need to do is cut the contour for the skirting board. This otherwise daunting job is made so much easier with the gauge. All we need to do is press this up against the skirting board. Now we've captured the profile for the skirting board, we can transfer this onto the side of the cabinet. We do this by offering the gauge up to the wall edge of the sides of the cabinet. Now use your pencil to trace the profile onto the side of the cabinet. Repeat this process on the other side of the cabinet. We now have the contour to cut. You'll be using your fret saw for this. But before we do this, please return the cabinet to the cardboard that we were using in the earlier video and lay it flat on its face. We can now start cutting. Very carefully, start to cut with the fret saw at the first edge of the contour. Slowly work your way down and around the shape, taking time and not applying too much pressure to the saw. It's best not to rush this job, as a nice clean line will save lots of work and filling later on. Now we'll repeat this process on the opposite side of the cabinet. That's great. Now let's see how it fits. Your cabinet should now be flush with the wall. Don't worry too much about the contour not matching perfectly with the skirting, as we can fill this with caulking later on. Our next job is to mark the bracket points on the wall. You'll need the pencil for this. If you're satisfied that the cabinet is positioned correctly, then mark off the holes from the brackets leading to the wall. There should be 3 in total, 1 on each side and 1 in the middle of the shelf. Now that you have 3 clear pencil marks on the wall, we will remove the radiator cabinet again. Use your drill in hammer mode and make holes approximately 35 to 40mm deep at each pencil mark. A handy tip here to save you a lot of cleaning would be to tape an open envelope under each of the holes as you're drilling. This will capture all of that dust. With the 3 holes now drilled, you need to place a raw plug in each hole. Please tap them lightly to ensure that they are seated correctly. Now we'll return the cabinet and match up the brackets to the holes. Starting at the shelf brackets, screw them tightly to the wall using the screws enclosed in the package. With all 3 screws now tightly fastened, we can return our attention to the contours that we cut earlier. We'll fill the gaps that were left with caulking. This can be purchased from most DIY outlets in a flexible tube. Run the caulking along the profile line and then follow with a damp cloth to smooth and remove any excess. Well, here we are at the final stage. Let's get the radiator grill and slide it into place. You'll hear the magnets click as they make contact. Your radiator cabinet is now complete. If you find you're having problems installing your radiator cabinet, please do not hesitate to contact us. Our team are always happy to help. Right, I think it's time to pop the kettle on again and enjoy another cup of tea. Whilst we're doing this, it'd be worth visiting the website and having a look at some of the other products we can manufacture. Thank you very much for using the Radiator Cabinet Workshop.